is Alexandria Lamb, and I'm going to give a persuasive speech about Sentinel. Sentinel is a heartworm preventative product. So $785 is the cost of a heartworm treatment for about a 50-pound dog. I'm a registered veterinary technician, and I use Sentinel on my own dogs at home for heartworm preventative. Some people may say their dog doesn't go outside enough, or that they just don't need heartworm preventative. But Sentinel is a cheap heartworm prevention that controls other intestinal parasites or other parasitic infections. So how would you feel having the peace of mind knowing that your pet is free from heartworms? Heartworms can infect dogs and cats. Heartworms transmitted through mosquito bites. So if they get bit by a mosquito, the immature heartworm travels throughout their body for the next few months until it reaches the heart. In the heart, it grows, matures, and reproduces to become an infection. Once there, they cannot be taken away, they don't go away, and they don't die. They have to have the treatment to get rid of them. The damage is already done, so once the treatment is done, the previous damage from the heartworms is going to be there for life. If a positive comes up, we have to do the treatment because it will continue to do cardiovascular damage. The typical way we find out pets have heartworms is because of a positive annual heartworm test. We don't typically see them come in because of symptoms, which can be vague, like coughing or having an exercise intolerance. So now that we know the cost of treatment is kind of a heavy load on pet owners, and it is risky for the pet, we can look to see what we can do about it. So in regions where it's prevalent, many animals receive heartworm testing annually, and a monthly heartworm preventive agent is recommended in areas where it's endemic. An added advantage to this medication is that it also treats for other parasitic infections. As stated by Joanna Bassert in McKernan's clinical textbook for veterinary technicians in 2014. Preventatives are available at the veterinarian and are a safe option for every pet. Sentinel is used to prevent and control heartworms, roundworms, whipworms, hookworms, and flea eggs. Heartworm tests can be done in-house at almost any animal hospital. Now that we see the issues with heartworm disease and how easy it is to prevent it, we can look to a plan. Prevention is a key word in controlling heartworm disease, as stated in the Applied Pharmacology for Veterinary Technicians in 2015 by Boyce Wanamaker and Kathy Massey. Preventatives are safe, cheap, and easier for the animals and for the owners. Heartworm preventions available with the current exam and negative heartworm test at the veterinarian. Sentinel should be given every 30 days and typically costs $10 to $20 each dose, varying on the pet's size. So in conclusion, heartworm disease is dangerous and a problem for dogs and cats. Prevention is cost effective and the safest for the pet. Sentinel is a cheap heartworm preventative that controls other infections, and if you decide to use heartworm preventative, Sentinel will control all the intestinal parasites needed and the heartworm prevention needed. So every pet needs to be on heartworm preventive because one mosquito bite can cause an infection. Thanks.